Started. Sharon and her sister may be on the way. And then Bernstein, David Bernstein, 3 of them. And with Jim, 2 of them. Jim did not come. Cheryl and Joe. Yeah. So we'll get started. This is like mini seminar for introduction. And some of you are already into yoga for a long time. Some are yoga teachers, and some may be totally new. So I want to bring something which may be inspirational. If it echoes, you can close the door, but it is fine. Okay. What I want to bring out, just for general inspiration for everyone, is human life is precious. It is the climax of evolution. They say 84 lakhs, that means 8.4 million species of life you go through before you get human birth. Before human, closest to us is primates, monkeys. You know, we have vertical spine, that is a sign of total evolution. Animals have horizontal spine, and monkeys have a little bit vertical spine. The brain size of human is the biggest. You know, monkey is a little bit less, and then other animals smaller size. So we are evolved. Even in human life, we go through so many incarnations before we have desire to know who am I. What is the difference between animals and humans? Animals have certain faculties developed. This is Annamaya Kosha, means gross body. Pranamaya Kosha is energy body. Manomaya Kosha is a mind. And this is all they have. Body, senses and mind. That is what they have. They use this for survival. Humans have 2 extra faculties. One is intellect, Vijnanamaya Kosha. Thinking, questioning, who am I, what am I, choosing the direction in life. Animals have Bhoga Sharira, body to enjoy. They don't produce sanskaras. Their karmas give results immediately. Everything is determined for them, what to eat, what not to eat. We have freedom to choose what to eat, what not to eat, when to sleep, when not to sleep. And because of this faculty, we have greater responsibility whether to use properly or wrong way. If we don't use properly, we can be worse than animals. And if we use properly, we can be superhuman. We become like spark of God. And one more faculty is Anandamaya Kosha, or bliss consciousness. So bliss consciousness allows us to experience bliss. Animals can experience pleasure, climax of pleasure. We have chance to experience bliss, because that requires the developed mind where you can experience. Difference between bliss and pleasure. I have a whole book, The Secret of Bliss, that explains the difference. Most people don't know what is the difference between pleasure, happiness and bliss. Okay. So human body is built for that. And out of many incarnations we think and question, who am I? And after that you find right person, right guru, right desire, and then you can evolve. So this is a precious time, use it properly. In the scriptures they say in human life there are 4 stages of life. Ashrams. Ashram is stages of life. First stage of life is called Brahmacharya Ashram. The first stage of life is preserving energy. Brahmacharya means celibacy. or being close to God, what it refers to? Education, learning, preserving energy. So preserving energy so that it's available for you in the future. Second stage of life, after you preserve energy, have householder's life, you have material success, pleasures of life, satisfy yourself. Third stage of life is withdraw gradually so that you do the activities but give your burden to your children. This was the traditional thing. So you become semi-retired. And final stage is total retirement called sannyasa ashram. When you renounce all the material ambitions, you spend time in meditation and then serving community selflessly. This is the highest thing. These are the 4 stages. Look at life. How do people live? Most of their life goes from birth to death. It's survival. If they go beyond into pleasure, if they go beyond into power, nothing beyond life is this. What do they get out of life? Nothing. If you live with awareness, each day you become more joyous. As you become older, you become happier. If you go in the wrong direction, you become older, you have worries, fear of old age, letting go of all the things you have hoarded all your life, fear, restlessness, insecurity. So they say there are 4 attainments in life. All I'm talking about is in these basic books and then more explained in the other books. Okay. 4 attainments in the life called Purushartha. What are the 4 attainments? First is wealth, which everyone wants, success in life. Second, everyone wants is pleasure. Third one is living morally, staying in rhythm with nature. And fourth is moksha, which is liberation, desire for freedom. So all these are described as dharma, artha, kama and moksha. Kama, artha means wealth. Kama means pleasures. Kama and pleasure. These are the things, possessions and pleasure. All is temporary. As you die, you leave everything behind. All your wealth stays behind. All your pleasures are only memories. What survives is dharma or moral conduct and also desire for liberation. These are the 2 things gives you joy now and even after you go away. The wealth and pleasure, we think it comes by working hard, right? How many of you agree those who work harder get more money? There are laborers, they work all their life, they don't get anything. And there are others who do very little, money pours on them. Okay? Same way with pleasure. So they say wealth and pleasure come from prarabdha. Prarabdha means whatever you have done in the past. It comes as a result now. In this life, what we can earn that stays with us and gives us joy now and in future is dharma and moksha, moral living. You live in harmony with nature, you are joyous. And moksha means the desire for liberation because that stays with you and survives. So most people waste time in the wrong direction. Okay. So I'm just bring a little bit of my teaching. I stopped teaching long time ago. I do is be with the group, communicate with them. That is what I do. And what I teach is what I lived. I don't teach theories, dogmas, all the limitation and things. Instead, I try to wake up people. This is what I have tried to do, wake up people. And I followed the path I described, 4 stages of life and 4 attainments, followed that. So I taught for so many years. In 60s and 70s, these are the first 3 books I wrote. This is like textbook. Then I investigated scripture and wrote these two books, that brings all the essence of all the spiritual teaching. It's so much deeper. And then I went beyond into dynamic approach on my own, denouncing all the authorities, and that is what I said. People should think for themselves, evolve. They have to rise above religion. They have to rise above dogma. They have to wake up, hatch out of the egg of conditioning. And this teaching doesn't suit with so many people. Only few people are ready. Most people like to be told. Then I wrote all the revolutionary wisdom, transformative wisdom series, all these things. So this is what I did. So in the 72, I retired. So in the stages, first stage of retirement, 72. 32, I chose to give up the job, move to Ocean City. Then, little by little, retirement, giving up. Then we had Glassboro Ashram because I wanted to do teaching, spreading the word. But I was, novice. I was not familiar. I thought I wanted to serve, but people were not ready. People wanted to be told, become disciple, not sure. Then relying on income was not enough. So I opened health food store from 77 to 81. And then time came, I retired from store. And then time came now to retire from yoga retreat after 39 and a half years. And there are so many students are sad, meditation group will be gone. We are not sad. Death and changes are inevitable. So this is death to yoga retreat. It will be demolished in 2 weeks.